the idea being, I don't know, like it's standing and then looking back. Standing away from us and looking back at us as if suddenly it sees us. But I do want to, but yeah, I don't know. And then some kind of like, I like the long neck. I want to make its neck even longer. And then, but it's supposed to have human-like forearms, which is interesting. So we have to, I'm basically copying the pose of the one of my reference. Is that neck too long? I feel like maybe it should be like, give it a big hunch and then like looking down. And maybe this is its shoulder. You can kind of showcase the human hand. And then more of, yes, maybe that's the way to go. And then the other hand is like he's climbing a rock or something. Something like that. And there could be some foliage or something around there. Right? And then I don't know. That's kind of that's an idea. I don't know if it's the idea, but it's an idea. I'm kind of losing the long neck here, so maybe if I can. Kill Switch is here. Hello. So glad the series is back. Well, it's a special series, isn't it? Because I'm not doing what I used to do, which is going through the monster manual. I feel like we just delete that. I feel like this is the one. This is more or less the one. Maybe we rotate it even more like that. And this is and Adam is here. Hello, I'm rolling in. Well, thanks. I mean, I don't know. It's 9:12 here, so I don't know what time it is where all y'all's is at. But I want to get. Let's go back to my references here. Look at some more. You see, this is the guy right in the middle that I like. But they're all good. These are all good poses. Save it. This is a kind of cool, creepy. This is called a brown hyena, I think. It looks quite interesting, but I don't think that's the look we're going for. But look at how pointy those ears are. That's something to take note of. More pointy ears on this, either laughing or yawning striped hyena. And then this is another striped hyena. Look at those ears. Look at that body shape. It's like a big triangle. It's kind of amazing. There's no. So this is for a client for an RPG project. But you know what? I haven't done. No. Never mind. We're all good. Yeah. There's no mention of tail though, so I guess we just do a dog-like tail. Dog-like tail, which could be a lot of different things. All right, let's see what other guys we have here. Any other friends? Is this my last hyena reference? It is. Okay. I would like to get. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, look at that face. It's creepy, right? Hyenas are creepy. Look at him looking at you. Creepy hyena. That's moderately creepy. I feel like I don't really need that. Let's delete that one. That's a good snarler. We'll keep that one. And that's, I mean, if I was doing it, the side view of the hyena is really interesting, but that's not what we're doing today. So, and that guy's super creepy. Super creepy. There's a nice side view of a hyena. And then there's a nice, yeah. Pretty creepy. And then I don't know what's going on. There's like, I know that hyenas have a very special ding dong. But we won't go into that. Okay, so That guy is squished up. Aardwolves are usually slonkier. That's a lot of. That's a. What's this? What's a? I've heard of aardwolves. Ard. Can't even say the word. Aardwolves. Let me take a look. Yes. 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 Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at that ridge. Look at that ridge on that. I could do. Well, he's got kind of a ridge. Let me. Yeah, aardwolves are aardwolves. Aardwolf. From the planet Ard. Pretty sweet. Look at this weird photo. What's going on here? Only 1 foot is touching the ground, and he's got this weird. That's all kinds of weird. Everything's wrong with that picture. But let's. I don't know. Unless something pops out, I think we shall leave the Aardwolf to its devices. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. Goodbye, Aardwolf. Thank you for your service. Hyenas are one of the strangest animals to me. They are so cool. Kill switch. All right, so I feel like we got our composition. The only thing I really need to adjust, and maybe I will I'm going to grab this and bring it in. Is there another one? I'm going to grab this one and bring it in. I'm going to grab this one and bring it in. And Mr. Creep himself, we're going to grab that and bring it in. And then I think this one maybe. All right, so let's rasterize all those layers. And then let me flop that. Flop it. And this is not a time, although it's, I started with the 20-minute monsters. This is not a 20-minute monster. This is not a timed thing. Let me grab this guy. Love. I'm a fan of this. Fan of that face. A face that only a hyena mother could love. Pretty cool. I got something sticky on my Cintiq there. So, Hyena Creep, yes. Yes, Hyena Creep, you're in the running for the creepiest creep that ever creeped. Look at those legs. My God. And I guess the whiskers will be nice. How much? I think we're only gonna, well, yeah, okay. Gonna keep on going. And then this guy, this handsome devil. That's quite, I'd really like it to be looking straight on or close to it. So I kind of feel like, where is it? This guy's probably going to be the winner in terms of our actual reference. So let me draw some more. Kind of feel like I want like some tasty vines coming around here. Branch of some kind. Something like that. I don't want to make it all about the... It's too big. It's too big. Do I size that down, or what should I do? Yes, but maybe make it a little bit longer. I don't know. And then this happy little fellow. Where's my reference at? Let's get these guys going on. Let me. Yeah. Okay. Block in some. Where is the light source? This is something we must learn and discuss. Bring in these shapes. Something like that. A little bit more. And then something like that. Something along these lines. Right? This will be... It looks like... let's just use the light in my reference. But I'm going to change the... I'm going to change his tail. I think. Let's give it a little bit of a... curl. Does that look like a dog tail? Does it? And then something like that. So now, this is the top of the dog's head. If we're basically merging. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's just try it. It doesn't look. We could cock its head. Maybe that'll help. Something like this. Kind of don't want it. I mean, the openness of the mouth is cool, but it's not very sinister. It's more like scary. Like I kind of feel like. It's supposed to have human-like eyes, so I'm not sure about this head. Maybe I'm going about the wrong direction. Maybe I should do. What if I did do it? Looks like a rat. It looks like a big mouse. That's terrible. That's terrible. I feel like I kind of want its head to be in shadow, but that's not going to work. So let's just improvise. Do we want to go the big round ears, the big hyena wild dog ears? Or do we want to go the... I feel like its head is too big. And it's supposed to be muscular as well. I'm kind of failed on that one. It's supposed to be like a hyena / mastiff. So maybe less skinny and more muscles. I might have to look up. Muscles raw. And then this can all just be in shadow as well. Because why not? Ba, ba, ba. What's this arm doing? This now muscular arm. Ba-da-da-da. The human hands. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. A bit of a muzzle. Give him some scary wrinkles. He looks kind of sleepy. But I think we can fix that. I feel like this is kind of, sort of what I'm going for. Something like that. Oh, but then also remember that there's probably things happening in the chat. What's Keenan? Oh, hello. Why not change the tail to more like a lion's tail? Yeah, that's an option too. Maybe sharp long tail like a Doberman. Yeah, that's something worth considering. I'm gonna First thing I'm going to do is going to smallify this head to make him look more powerful, brutal. Not too small. Not too small. Let me look at some pictures of mastiffs. Muscly mastiff. That's what I'm going to do. Muscly mastiff. Images. Yes. That's not. Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like it. What's the world's most muscly dog? Oh, hello, AI art, you horrible thing. Muscled dog. I feel like bulldogs are probably like, yeah, look at that. Let's take a look at this. Is that a real? That's not real. I feel like this is part photo and part AI or something. I don't know what's happening there. That's crazy. Look at this guy. Myostatin related muscle something. But this is nice because it's also here. Let me see if I can save that. Pit bulls. Yes. Let me put this in. I mean, I can just grab it. I'll just copy paste. Copy. We don't like this part, but we do like that part. And I like the tail on this guy too. It looks kind of aggressive, whereas the tail I have now, he's kind of just does not. There's this. It's like, yeah, we can make it. We can. Let's. Lanky body, but muscly. Yeah, it's almost like a rat tail. And then, what are we talking about? We're talking about hips, talking about knee, and then and a big ball sack. No. But this can all be in shadow, which is nice. Which is nice for us. Dog anatomy. I got a dog, and I tell you, man, they're freaky. It's hard to figure out where. And then let's make his shoulders more. He does kind of look too much like a rat for my liking. Especially if I give him more whiskers. Human-like eyes. And give him a milky eye too, though. Why not, right? So something like that. I think we're in the neighborhood, to quote Tom Waits. Let's give this a little more. Womp, 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 womp. There's some ribs there. We don't need to go. Now we could put some textures on here if we want to. And this part's supposed to be more hairy than the other parts. So that's something to consider. But I think our rough is done. I want to say our rough is done. And, yeah. Specifically said short hair, but I like that mane quite a bit. So maybe we keep that in. And let's go. Let's effing go. Okay. So this is our This is our composition and our. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new layer. We're going to call it H. We're going to make it, I don't know, green. And we're going to go full on black. And I feel like I want to change my to bleed. Let's do bleed. That's got a nice little bit of tooth to it. All right. Where are we at? Mr. Sinav. Add a thagomizer. I forgot what a thagomizer is. That's this thing, right? Yeah, that's not on the art order, so I'm not going to do that. Good idea. Bull Terrier for muscly dogs. Okay, let me check that out. Thank you. Bull Terrier muscles. Sure, why not? Oh yeah, that's right. My friend, my ex-bandmate, Jordan, drummer in my band, The Darkest of the Hillside Tickets, until our last album. Our last album was his last album. There would be no more Jordan on drums for any more Thickets. These are all from the front. Indeed, very muscly. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. Look at that. Yeah, like muscles on his... Oh, my God. Creepy. Muscles on his tail. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. What up with Spider-Man? But I think we have what we need on the other ones, I think. Well, let me type in Bull Terrier behind. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Leave us continue. Okay. Okay. All right. How long have I been on here for? 28 minutes. So let's see if I can do this in 28 minutes. Myostatin is the thing that tells muscles to stop growing. A mutation in a myostatin regulator gene can result in hypertrophied muscle. I got a hypertrophy once. Fiber dysplasia ossificans progressive plus myostatin dysregulation syndrome would suck to have. No more Jordan. No more Jordan. Jordan's out. All right, so I'm going to read the description one more time to make sure I haven't missed anything. A bulky mastiff or a hyena-shaped creature that can grow to be a bit bigger than a large man. If a man walked on 4 legs, they have short hair and look muscular, have ape or human-like hands with longer fur on their forearms. They run on all 4s like a dog for the most part. They have a dog jaw and overall dog-like features with human-like eyes. And then it goes into their behavior. So, yeah, that's okay. I feel like we're good. Pardon me. I'm going to quickly grab... Where are all my hyena drawings? Or a reference. I feel like this is a good ear reference. I'm going to use that one. Here it comes. Let's start with the eye. The eye... You know, they say the eye is the eye to the soul. All right. Some nice eyelashes on there. I'm going to reduce my brush size to size 20 brush. And what brush is this? Fountain Inker Bleed. Inker Bleed. I keep going. Something like that. I'm going to get that snarl in, but for now... let's do it now. There's the schnoz. Yeah. Should look at my dog. He's a weird looking dog. You want creepy dogs. Look no farther than cheeseburger, aka ding dong. Okay. And then, so then this one would be something like that. And then, get this eye right, Torin. Okay. Again, let's give it. Luscious eyelashes. Let me change that. Let me save my work before I get too far. We just do black. Put some highlights in it. But we want him to look more angry. I feel like we have to put some dog shape there. And we put some spots. Why not? All right, here we go with the ears. Comes out. All right. Are you with me? Are you with me so far? And then this one over here. Right. Something like that. Teeth. Where's my scary guy? Where my scary? Well, this guy's a scary guy too. That's what I should have been looking at with when referring to the what's going on here. Okay, zoom out. Okay. No. Okay. No. All I want to do. Hey. All I want to do. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. Why you gotta give me such a pain? So the little tuft on the little tuft here is kind of cute. And yeah, we just have one big shape down the middle there, which is fine. This guy kind of does look like my dog a little bit. Where are those teeth at? Where are those teeth at? Of course, I just drew on the wrong layer. Of course. There we go. I'm not sure that really added that much, did it? That's okay. That's okay. We shall continue. I need to change my eraser brush to something reasonable. Maybe that way. Okay. Yeah, meow, see, meow. And then let's take a look. Where is he? This guy here? Is that the guy? Let's bring him down. There you are, you handsome devil. Look at those teeth. Just look at him. All right, so we're gonna put a bunch of little guys here, and let's make this nice and big. These ones nice and big, and then let's give a little tiny goatee beard there too, because I feel like that's fun. And then I think most of this can just be inferred. We don't need to get in the weeds on the inner workings of this monster's mouth. Okay. And then, but here's the tricky part. Okay. Does that look like anything? Not really. You can do better than that, I reckon. Should be kind of like in a line, right? But they have lips. Not really. Good enough. Good enough. And then, yeah, right? Bow! Something like that? I mean, this is more or less in the shadow anyway. This is really in the shadow as well, so let's darken all this up. I think. Okay. Now. A little, some suggestion of hair here. These are the human hairy arms. Right? I can put some. Something like that. Look at me go. Whee! Not a care in the world. Okay. Something like that. Yep. Feels like you need some structure to the back there, but maybe I'll come back to that. Do I want to put some... Do I want to put some texture on here? Dog paws. I don't draw enough of them. I'm confused. They confuse me. Okay. But let me zoom out for a bit and see how it's looking. I regret some of my choices, but let's keep going. Let me look at that. Where's that Mastiff that I had? Our old friend, the Mastiff. Bring him back. There he is. There he is. If I go to that Facebook page, no, it's a YouTube video, so that doesn't help me. So I just have to look at it. Good night, my friend Cedarmo. Thank you. Thank you, Mehmet. Will the Thickets be continuing without Jordan? Well, we have been. Byron is our new drummer. And you can see Byron plays for another band called Dead Bob, which is a... Let's bring my brush size up to 25 for this leg. Which is a... Where does this tail begin? Yes, something like that. I just lost the brush for a second, which is no good. Let's put just a little bit of hair on there. If you know the band No Means No, then you might be familiar with the term Dead Bob. I feel like this can all be black. Or mostly black. And this one as well. This will be... That would not be competing with the... Let's give him some vertebrae here, even though it'd probably be... maybe not. I feel it more. That's more like it. Right? And then you can do this business here. Something like that. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Talking about something. Look at my... Where's the guy? No, that guy's cool. It's not what I was looking for, though. This guy, I feel like we don't really need him, do we? Is there anything I can take from this guy? Stripes. Could put some stripes. No. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. Save my work. Maybe I want more. Maybe. What? Why am I talking like this? Where is... Oh, this is the one I was looking at. Right, yeah. For the shadow. Okay, I'll just keep this open. Yeah, Byron, Dead Bob. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I didn't. That's right. That's old. That's an old problem I had. Okay. Let's make this more dark. And I don't know, anything else I want to put in here? Dead Bob. So, Dead Bob. So the thing about Dead Bob is he was also in... Byron was also in the Invasives. I think that they're still a band with his brother. But his brother is... I don't know if I want to say retired. But I know they haven't played for a long time. Okay, let's do this. I do like this brush. Oops, wrong way. Okay, there we go. So then, yes, here we go. Something not unlike that. Rocky texture. I think we're close to being done. You know what I want? Just a little bit of... Is it blood? Is it drool? Nobody knows. Let's put another one there. And I want to make this hand a little bit... Let me move it out. Yes. Something like that. Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Relax. Jesus. What's that? What happened to my... There we go. Let's give him long fingers to even more accentuate the weirdness. Something like that. Something along those lines. Some hair. Yeah. I think that's... I mean, here's my choice now is to try and figure out the musculature on the back, on the shoulders of this dog-like animal, with which I will need to look at... Not that one. This guy. Different pose, though. So it's a little tricky. Or I do the spots. Right? Or some combination of both. Don't draw on this layer, dum-dum. Lock it. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Anything I'm missing else down here? Something. Not sure. I'm just kind of like, I'm improvising now. Let's get some more. Maybe some more hair will help us. Okay. I might have to erase all this, but for now, yeah, I think it kind of works. Let me put on some. Let me give a little bit of texture here, just to hide my incompetence. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. See how it looks. I feel like we need more. Here's what I feel like. Let's put. What if? Here, let's do it on a different layer so I can, if I want to change my mind, I can change my mind. But what if? No. That looks terrible. Ba, 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 ba. Let me zoom out. Too much? Split the difference? I think some of this is good. Let me try again. I've found them and we'll be giving them a listen to later tonight. Dead Bob or The Invasives. Both are good. So Dead Bob, I watched them perform live at a rock show. Where is my? Here we go. Maybe this is what's bothering me. This nose. See, this guy's got it going on. This guy's got a snarl. A snarl that can't be beat. Right? See, this is like, ooh, yes. Hello. It comes out. There's a nostril. And the bottom. Yes. That's what we want. Gonna go like a Hitler mustache thing going on. And then we can I mean, it's not terribly dissimilar from what I had before, but so this can all be, and then something like that. And then, oh, look at that. This guy's mean. This guy's a mean hombre. Maybe we don't do all those eyelashes. Maybe that was hurting us. And then just a bit more darker edge on the bottom here. I think that's good. And a harsher edge on the side of that. I think that'll do. Leave us not overwork our drawings. That is a lesson hard learned. Are we happy? I think we're happy. I think we're happy with this guy. I think we're happy. I think we are happy. Didn't really do anything here, did I? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We don't care. It's not important. It's not important. Don't sweat the small stuff, right? That's what they say. Okay. Okay. We're good. Ta-da! Yeah, okay. Let's put it right down here. Tauren 2026. Bum. Hope you enjoyed. Our man dog. Our manina. All right. I'm going to keep that in the PSD file. But, yeah. Cool. Okay. Scotland Galloway, hello. This looks great. Thank you. And all in 52 minutes, including my rough layer here. So righteous dude. Oh, my signature's on its own layer. That's fine. Yeah. So the next, I don't know what the next drawing. I got this job that I'm doing. There's 5. There are 5. One of them is a character. The rest of them are monsters. There's some really interesting ones. So I'm just going down. I've just started with number 1. And number 2 is going to be kind of like a... speaking of Scotland, kind of like a mutant goblin. Yeah. But tall and with armor and stuff. Okay. I will say no more. I will save it for next time. Pardon me. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Find me on Tumblr. Are you guys on Tumblr? Because I'm on Tumblr now. I mean, I was on Tumblr for a while, but I never did anything on Tumblr. But now I'm actually posting stuff there. So, I mean, if you're on Facebook, then that's where I am every day. But I'm also on Tumblr every day now for a while until I get bored or I realize nobody's watching. So, have a great... What day is the day? Monday. Have a great Monday. And I will see you next time on the internet. Bye-bye.